mind, we were prepared to, you know, to pay what it would cost to get it done correctly.
Hello everybody, it's Wendy and today we are going to make a bracelet using the Bargain Bead Box December 2021 edition. Hold on, I forgot to grab the necklace, just a minute. Okay, sorry. So here is the necklace that we made yesterday and I'm going to make a bracelet to match it. So I just wanted to show you the necklace so you'd have a little bit of reference. I will link this tutorial in the description box below the video. And our encouraging word for today is Philippians 2:13. I am at work in your life through the desires of your heart. I think that's a very sweet verse. I like it. All right, so if you want to make this bracelet, which is going to match this necklace, and it's very simple and easy, and then I'm going to unbox a gift sent to me by Beth. So if you want to hang around after this bracelet to see that, then yeah, she always sends really, really cool stuff. In fact, she made this bracelet that I'm wearing right here, and I love this one. I think it's so pretty. So if you want to see some more of her stuff, just hang around. Okay, so here's the necklace, and what you're going to need if you want to make this bracelet is you're going to need one of the largest beads from the graduated strand, or I think, no, this is the second largest. I used the really big one. So this is the second largest bead on that graduated strand of quartz beads, and then these are the smallest. And I'm not sure how many of these we'll use, but we'll see. We may use all of them, we may not. And then you're going to need some of the bicones. Okay. I've got a ring here. This is just a closed ring. It actually came off of this chain that I got at Joann's. And I just took it apart. I used some of it in this one. This is one of the rings. Here's the chain. And then, so I'm just taking this little ring and we're going to use that in this one. Okay. Actually I have two of them, sorry. And then we have a toggle. So this is the same toggle that I used on the necklace. And then you're going to need one eye pin, a lot of head pins. I can't remember how many. We'll look here in just a second. I think 12, but I'm not positive. So head pins. And then you're going to need some tiger tail. Now this is 7-strand tiger tail, and it's just regular old tiger tail, nothing fancy. And then I've got some 5mm wire guardians. Got some jump rings mixed in there, some 2x2 crimp tubes, and I've got some oval jump rings. And these are available on my website if you want them. I like oval jump rings because I just feel like they're more secure than the round ones because the little opening of the cut is in the middle of the oval. So when this hangs, it's going to hang like this. So let me find a round jump ring. Do I have a round jump ring? Here's a round jump ring. Well, here, you can look at this. So if this was a round jump ring, the cut would either be here or here. So when it hangs, excuse me, the cut part is usually down or, right around in here. This one, it's on the side. So when it hangs like this, it just seems a little more secure. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But anyway, they're available if you want them. I will link everything in the description box below. And I think that's all you're going to need except for your jewelry tools. So let's go ahead and get started making this bracelet. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is make my focal piece. So for my focal, I'm taking this big bead, putting it on the eye pin, and then I'm just going to make a loop. So I'm going to bend this 90 degrees. Okay, I'm going to cut it. And I usually cut about like that. I don't know. I have not measured it, but you kind of learn after you've done this enough, kind of how big you like your loops to be. So, and then I'm just going to roll this loop back. Just like that. Okay. Now, we're going to take this and we're going to hook it onto these rings. So it's important that these two loops face the same direction. So I'm just grabbing one with my plier here. With my other plier, I'm going to grab this one and I'm going to twist it until they are both the same, just like that, okay? So now I have my 2 loops. They're exactly the same direction. And I'm going to open this up and put this right on here, okay? And then just close it right back up. It's a little fiddly sometimes to get that closed back up because it's not a huge loop, and I don't really want to hook it on with the jump ring. I really just do want to do it this way. That's fine. It worked. Okay, same for the other side. Just hook your little loop on or your little ring on and close it right back up. You want to make sure you get those closed really well. Okay, and then make sure that they're both, again, facing the same direction, okay? Because we're going to turn it this way. We want that to lay flat. So there's what we've got. Now we are going to take our tiger tail, and I'm not sure exactly how much I'm going to need for each side. Let me measure this. So this little guy here is right about 1 3/4 inches, and I like my bracelets to be right at 7 inches. Okay, so if this is the middle of your bracelet, and we've got our 7 inches, there's my little bracelet thing here. Here we go. Let's use this. Let's use the Bead Buddy. And just make sure we get this right, because I'm always really bad to do my bracelets the wrong size. Okay, so let's take our piece, put it right here in the middle. And that's going to help us know if we do a 7-inch bracelet. So that should be what this is. We've got 2, 4, 6. This is actually an 8-inch bracelet. So I want it to be 7. So I would take a half off of each of these. Okay, so I would go here to this 3.5 mark, or this 3.5 mark. Okay, so I'm actually going to take a Sharpie. This is a gold Sharpie, but I'm actually going to make that bigger because that is where I would usually want my bracelets to go. All right, so I'm going to take this tiger tail. I just have kind of a big scrap piece that was in my stash, and I'm just going to cut it in half. We're going to need 2 pieces of it. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this first piece off. So the way that I do that is I take my crimp bead, I put the tiger tail through it, then I take my wire guardian, and I put the tiger tail right up there around. Y'all might hear Chris downstairs. Today's his birthday, and he's working, but I think a lot of people, his coworkers, are wishing him happy birthday today, so you can hear him talking. All right, and so we're just going to put this right on here before we put it back through that little crimp bead. And now we're going to go back through the crimp bead with our other piece of tiger tail. Okay, make sure that your wire guard's up in there, and I like to take the wire guard and bend it together because I just think it makes it look better. And then we're going to take our crimping pliers, making sure that our wires are not crossed. We're just going to take this and we're just going to crimp it right down, just like that. Okay, and then we're going to turn it vertical, and we're going to close that crimp up. And there it is. Okay, do the same thing on the other side and come right on back. Okay, so now we have our tiger tail hooked on both sides, and we're just going to string our bracelet. So I've got to leave room for the clasp. Here's the clasp. So that's about 1 inch. So I'm actually going to bead up to about the 3 on either side. And all I'm going to do is just take my little blue beads. I hope I have enough to do this. There, I didn't have a whole big lot left over. I've made a couple different things out of these beads. I really like these, and they had them on their site, and I really, really, really wanted to get a few of them. I have a few more in here, I think, so we should have plenty. But I really wanted to get a few more of them, and they sold out so fast. I couldn't even get them. So these graduated quartz beads, I really did like them. Okay, so there's a couple more. Let's just, I should have enough. So I'm just going to bead up until I get to the little 3. So if anybody has the quartz beads that they don't want and they want to sell them to me, I would buy them. I don't know how much they were on the Bargain Bead Box site. I didn't even get a chance really to see. They were just gone really fast, but I thought they were so pretty, and I've used them in several different things. Let's see, one. I'm just trying to pull all the ones out that I had left in the bag here, just in case I don't have enough. And if you run out, like if you've used some in another thing and you still want to make this, you could probably actually add in some of these little tiny blue beads, these little blue rondelles that were in there. You could do those on the ends or something, or even alternate them between these little quartz beads. Okay, so there I'm up to my 3, and that took 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 beads. So I'm going to put 9 on this other side. Sadie's barking at something. Don't know what. There we go. 2. I keep getting them out of those. See, I have the double tiger tail where I just pull it through and I'll let it go through a couple of beads. I just feel like it's a little bit more secure. I had somebody that's made jewelry for years that really made fun of me for doing that, but she was like, you know, if you crimp it right, you don't have to do that. But I get that, but still, I don't know. It just makes me feel better to do it. So I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 more. 7, 8, 9. And I have exactly 3 of these beads left. These quartz beads. So I may make a pair of earrings to go with this as well. We'll see. Alright, so there we have both sides of our bracelet. And it's right where we need it to be. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish it and put the toggle on, and then we'll make our little dangles so it matches the necklace that we made. So, as we learned before with the toggle in the necklace video, you have to have, the bar has to be able to go through the ring, so you have to have enough, I may have to use a couple jump rings, basically, is what I'm trying to say. It's not coming out very well. But let's go ahead and put the ring on. So I'm just going to hook this directly to, I'm just going to hook it directly to the ring. I'm not going to use a jump ring. So again, I've got my wire guardian and my crimp. I'm going to put my crimp on, put my wire guardian on, come up and around the wire guardian, and then I'm just going to take my toggle ring and put it right on here. Okay, just like that. I am going to go back down through the crimp and a couple of beads. Try not to get that kinked up too bad. There we go. And pull. Now you don't want to pull to where this is stick straight, to where it's, you know, not flexible, but you want it to, you don't want, you know, wire showing either. So just kind of pull kind of tight. I kind of let gravity do some of the work. I just make sure that the wire guard is straight and there's no pieces of tiger tail sticking up here, that it's all flat down in there. Okay, I'm going to turn this vertical and close it, the crimp. I think I am. This is fiddly. There we go. There we go. Close it right up there. Okay, and then I like to bend that wire guardian in too. There it is. Okay, so here's our one end finished off. Let me cut that. Now, for this other end, this is what I was talking about. We have to be kind of, you don't want to hook this bar directly onto this, okay? I don't ever do that because, let me move this. We don't really need this now, and it's really making things difficult for me. Okay, you don't want to hook the bar directly onto this, and the reason for that is sometimes if there's something bigger than this hole, which this bead may be, then your bar's not going to go through your hole. So I always hook the bar, always hook a jump ring here, and that way I can do a couple of jump rings if I need to. So actually what I'm going to do, because I don't really want to hook the tiger tail directly onto a jump ring, I don't feel like that is very secure. So I am going to use another one of the pieces from this chain, the smaller ones. And I'm just going to take this off. And I'm going to hook the toggle bar onto this because I just feel like that jump ring, there's too much chance for it to open up. Okay, so I'm going to do this just like I have been doing with the wire guardian and the crimp. There we go. I am going to put my crimp on, my wire guard on, come up and over. Let me get those beads back up. There we go. Go around the top of my wire guard. Now my crimp bead is trying to go up the side of my wire guard. There we go. Go around the top. And then before you put it through the crimp bead, back through the crimp bead, we want to go ahead and put this ring on. I only need about 3 more hands and I would be doing okay. Just 3. If I had a total of 5, I think I'd be doing really good. Ah, see? My 4th hand could have caught that before it fell off of there if I had one. Okay, here we go. So let's stick this on here. And then we're going to go right back through the crimp and a couple of the beads, 1 or 2. There we go. Okay, so just make sure everything again is tight where it should be. And then we're just going to insert this in, go ahead and crimp it. Turn this sideways and close that crimp. And then I do like to close this wire guard. There we go. All right. We are going to trim that off. Now, when I attach my toggle bar, I can use a couple of jump rings and it will be, number 1, very secure, and number 2, it should go through my ring without a problem. Okay, so let's just stick a couple jump rings on here. That's what you have to be careful with the toggles. It's just that your bar can actually fit through your ring. And if you have a ring that's really big, you're not going to have any problem. But if you have a smaller ring like this one, then you may have a problem. Okay, I'm going to put my toggle bar right on here. And close it up. All right, so then, as you can see, that will go through. Okay, so here is our little bracelet so far. Now, what I want to do is I want to make some bicone dangles, just like on the necklace here. Okay, so I'm going to make 3 for each side of this, and I may possibly do 3 for that little ring. I'm not sure. So first, I'm going to grab, so there's 6 for one side, 4, 5, 6 on the other side. Okay, so I'll show you how to make one, and then you can make the rest of them on your own. I'm sure you probably already know this, but just in case there's somebody new, I just I take my head pin, put my bead on there. I'm going to bend this 90 degrees. Whoa, I do go up a little bit above the bicone, and this head pin's kind of thick. There we go. Bend it 90 degrees. And then I'm just going to cut it off. And I cut it about the width of my finger. I don't know, that's just kind of my guide for this. And then I'm just going to roll a loop back. Okay, so just like that. And there you have your little loop. Okay, so do all the rest of them, make all these, and then come right on back. Okay, so I've got all my dangles done, and I went ahead and did do 3 for this because I just think it would be really cute. So now all we're going to do is we're going to hook the dangles on. And I'm just going to hook them. I can't decide if I want to. I think I'm going to hook them on a jump ring and then put them on here just because I think they'll dangle better and won't get stuck, but I don't know. I kind of would like to hang them directly on the, let's try it. So I'm just going to open one up. I'm going to close it really good. And I'm going to do 3 on each side. So what I mean by that is 3 over here, and then we've got these things dividing the circle, and then 3 over here. So I'm just going to try to hang them directly onto there without using a jump ring. I just think it would look better if they're hung directly onto the circle. And I think I made the loops big enough. I think it'll be fine. Okay, so yeah, I think that's going to be fine. So go ahead and hang 3, 3, 3, 3, and then you can put your 3 over there however you want. I might do 2 on one side, 1 on the other, and come right on back. Okay, so here is our little bracelet, and it's pretty much done, and I think it matches the necklace pretty nicely. So here's what it looks like on. And I'm not very good at clasping them myself, but it's really cute. Matches the necklace pretty good. It's very simple. And I actually had 3 beads left over, so I think I'm going to use 2 of them and do a pair of earrings. Now, I was going to do the video to open Beth's stuff, but this has taken a little bit longer than I anticipated. So I think I'm going to start, I'm going to do the earring video right now, and they're going to be very simple. So I will do the unboxing of what Beth sent me after that video, because this one's getting kind of long. So let me go ahead and put this on a form, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is our bracelet and necklace set. That's what they look like together. And of course, here's the bracelet. And it's hanging, all of these little bicones are going to be hanging on one side while it's like this. But if we lay it down, as it would be on your wrist, whoops, I'm so sorry. As it would be on your wrist, you can see that these will kind of fan out, the little bicones will. So that is the bracelet. I think it turned out really cute, and it matches the necklace well. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll link all the information for Bargain Bead Box below. I do have a coupon code to get $2 off of your first box, or $2 off in their store. So those are available. I will put that up on the description box as well, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!